Cause I'm a boss. Oh, hell no.
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name's Yanni. Let's go ahead and get into today's video, loopholes within the hypergamy lifestyle. Now, if you don't know what hypergamy is, it's basically an old term that has been around for centuries where you marry up. I think a lot is getting misplaced when it comes to things that trend online or social media. And I think a lot of people are missing what hypergamy really is because, you know, it's trending. And then the culture of social media where everyone actually believes that they're going to be rich. I took some notes because I didn't want to miss anything when it came to this video because I will be dropping names. I mean, we all know who this is about, and we all know that both perspectives are good perspectives. And we also know the common goal within both perspectives is that Black women do better and we get and receive the best. The common goal is the same. So it's like, what are we really fighting about? Like, what are we really arguing about? Come again? Like, what are we really upset about? I just don't understand it. I'm gonna finish up my makeup because you guys, I'm going somewhere and I was like, you know what, let me go ahead and record this really quick. I also did my foundation routine. I've contoured, but I'm about to go in and go over the top with powder. So that's where I'm at with getting ready. Sorry, I just kind of cut on the camera. I was like, girl, let me go ahead and cut on this camera real quick. I wanted to talk about this because I understand both sides. Like, I understand where both of these women are coming from. But some things that I wanted to point out. Let's talk about the loopholes in hypergamy. Everyone is talking about the great things and the amazing things. The reality of hypergamy and the realistic side of hypergamy, we all won't be able to get that. We all won't be able to achieve that lifestyle. And Chrissy has stated multiple times in her video that, you know, this lifestyle is not for everyone. And I think she's been very bold and very confident within that message when she conveys the different tips that she gives centered around the hypergamy lifestyle. For some reason, people are missing that in translation when it comes to these video topics. And honestly, it's the people in the comment section. Yes, people in the comment section are so messy, so catty, are ready to create drama between YouTubers, and I feel like that's what we're seeing right now. Jouelzy, she was pointing out the loopholes in hypergamy, and she gave valid reasons, you guys, on why she did not agree with it. She wasn't saying go marry some dusty or marry down or commit to struggle love. She didn't say that. She was saying that the hypergamy lifestyle, it focuses too much on a mold and it neglects yourself emotionally. For 7 years, I've been working on developing self-love for myself. I've been focusing on self-confidence and being self-aware and developing all of these self-betterment tools that I can use that's going to benefit me, whether I'm single, in a relationship, married, having kids, etc., right? But when it comes to the hypergamy lifestyle, she's saying that it neglects the emotional side of that lifestyle. And I couldn't agree with her more. And this is why I couldn't be 100% in with the hypergamy lifestyle. And I stated this on my vlog channel. I said, I agree when it comes to dating and marrying up and Black women raising their standards and leveling up, but I couldn't agree with the mold of it. And the mold is very materialistic. The mold is very shallow. And when I spoke out about this with SHERASEVEN1, I'm dropping names in this video, you guys. Hopefully y'all can handle it, and hopefully you can be respectable in the comment section. But people was like, oh, so now you are promoting struggle love. I said, girl, when have I ever said struggle love was it? I don't plan on getting in a relationship with a man to struggle. I just don't, and I don't promote that. But I don't feel like you should neglect yourself emotionally and mold yourself to be a woman for a man. I do feel like you should mold yourself to be the woman for yourself. And if you meet a man, that's great. People confuse my message on my platform. Oh, she's trying to change herself for a man. And I was like, no, because a lot of the things that I was doing before, taking on a bunch of makeup, wearing certain hairstyles, wearing long fingernails, all of that, I knew that I was doing that not for myself, but I knew I was doing it to attract men. It's very rare that you see women out here who's wearing all of that junk for themselves. You know, let's just be honest. I'm not gonna say that there aren't women out here who wear that stuff for themselves, but I mean, come on. A lot of times we see these girls breaking their damn neck all over a sleigh just to get some attention from a man. I decided to tone it down because I felt like that was what was best for me. Can we talk about doing what's best for you? Have we forgot about that? Let's talk about doing what's best for you. Jouelzy made a great point. Again, she said, you can't be for the people and be for money. You can't. You cannot be for the people and be for money. How is it that marrying upper class, how does that benefit the black community? Because that hypergamy lifestyle, it really promotes leaving the black community behind and taking on a whole new lifestyle. How does that benefit the black community? How does that get us farther as blacks within our communities? I talked about economic collapse, and economic collapse is when businesses and companies are not contributing to the funding of pushing the black community forward. So the economic value within the black community is decreasing at a rapid rate. By the way, I be going to my grandma's house sometimes and I'll be like, damn, they ain't got no bank within 10 miles of her house. I gotta drive all the way across town just to go to a bank. Signs of economic collapse. So when it comes to hypergamy lifestyle, I don't agree with it completely, because it's like, damn, like you're literally leaving the black community and you're somewhat neglecting it for your own personal gain. And I feel like it's somewhat selfish. But then I also understand that, you know, sometimes being selfish also means you have to take care of yourself. Both messages from these women on social media, on YouTube, are not wrong. Like, neither of them are wrong. Neither of them are 100% right either, but it's all dependent on what's best for you. But I can tell you this now, I don't care what social media is talking about. All of us will not be able to take on this lifestyle. All of us will not be able to fit that mold. And you have to be okay with that shit. But you can't be for the people and be for money. Prime example, when it comes to my social media platform, I understand black women follow me on there. And flat tummy tea, boom bod, all those little fad diet stuff that they try to get me to do, I don't do it because at the end of the day, the message, it's not really helpful to women. Black women, it's not helpful to my followers. I never take on those offers or those opportunities because I understand that there's no real benefit at the end of the day other than putting money in my pocket. So is that the real solution? And that's what Jouelzy was saying, was, is that really the solution to poverty within the black community, is to marry up? I don't feel like it really is. And I feel like a lot of things are being missed. Hypergamy also pushes this message, like, it's kind of like every woman for themselves, fuck everybody else. And my question is, to the people who are for the hypergamy lifestyle through and through, and they don't think about the loopholes, okay? The loopholes that hypergamy lifestyle comes with. Do you feel Jay-Z was a sellout, or do you think he bought in? Comment down below. I want to know your opinion. My opinion? Jay-Z is a capitalist. I can't really say he bought in. I honestly feel like I need to see what happens. I have to see what he's doing moving forward. And it hasn't been long enough for me to really give my full-blown 100% opinion on the situation, whether he's really a sellout or if he bought in for a reason. Did he buy in for the benefit of blacks, or did he buy in for personal gain? We don't know yet. And then you also have to ask yourself, when it comes to black women and them taking on the hypergamy lifestyle, are they really selling out, or are they buying into a system that oppressed us for so many years? But then I also agree with Jouelzy. I'm like, how can you fit into a system that was created to oppress us, thinking that that's the answer? That's why I'm like, girl, you better just do what's best for you. And doing what's best for me, it don't fit either side. For me, I see myself like in the middle. I want to do for the black community. I want to give back to the black community. I don't want to neglect the black community. You know, do what's best for the black community, because at the end of the day, my people matter. They matter. I was just having a conversation with my girlfriends last night, and my girlfriend, she works in HR, and she was just talking about how the black community, how some of them don't even know how to prepare for an interview. They don't know how to dress for an interview. And it was all because they didn't have the resources, or they didn't have the privilege for someone to be able to take the time to teach them how to go to an interview, how to take an interview, how to prepare for an interview. They just didn't know. And why is that? Why is it that the black community is so far behind when it comes to simple things like preparing for an interview, knowing how to dress for an interview? that is not being taught. So it's like, can we just neglect the black community like that? Can we just turn our backs on the black community and just marry upper class and say the hell with everybody else? Is that really fair? Because I could have sure did that shit with my weight loss. I could have been like, girl, I'm about to lose weight and I'm about to just do whatever I need to do for myself and fuck everybody else. I don't care if this woman is struggling with obesity, even though I once struggled with obesity. That's not right. I still feel like neither of these women are wrong. I honestly feel like it comes down and it boils down to what you want, your lifestyle, how you want to run your family, your household. I will say this, when it comes to the hypergamy lifestyle, I don't agree with women molding themselves for these men, all for these men to be controlling, all for these men to be verbally abusive, all for these men to be dictators with relationships with these women or within these marriages. I don't like that idea. I'm all for looking for the balance in both sides and coming up with my own lifestyle. And I can't call it hypergamy, but I can't really call it broke struggle love either, sis. I just gotta find a median and I'm gonna call it me. Another thing that I wanted to touch on, the mold for hypergamy is very materialistic, and social media pushes this message that we all gonna be rich. No, we not. That's not realistic. No one's saying be broke, but what's wrong with marrying a man who went to college, who has a good job, and you guys work on building something together, okay? And you guys are on the same level, okay? And you guys come together 100%. He's giving 100%, you giving 100%. It ain't no you bringing 100% and then he's only bringing 50 or 75. No, you guys are on the same level and you leveled up. You guys are on the same level and y'all work together and you build together. I feel like the message with, if you're not in a hypergamy lifestyle or in a hypergamy marriage, then you're doomed for struggle love. And it's like, I don't agree with that. I think that you guys should both be on the same level, both be in a space where you're taking care of yourself emotionally and the love is genuine, is authentic. I think that can exist. I don't think that you have to choose. When it comes to Chrissie, I admire her for breaking down why letting go of that independent black woman, strong independent black woman, was so necessary. And if you still hold on to that, I'm strong, I'm independent black woman, I don't need a man for shit. Good luck, sis. I'ma pray for you because I've seen the women in my family and that shit, it didn't get them far. They look tired, worn out. I'm good. I'm not about that life, honey. That's the part of the message that I can agree with when it comes to Chrissie. Sis, that independent life, that ain't for me. So I'm gonna just focus on being self-sufficient, but I'm letting that independent woman bullshit go. Let's talk about the whole faceless thing, because people are just like, Chrissie is faceless. I'm like, let me point this out, honey. A lot of y'all favorite YouTubers are two-faced. They out here showing their whole face but fake as hell. And this woman is faceless, but her information, I don't want to say I agree with all of it, but it resonates. Some of it resonates with me. Some of it is very beneficial to me in my life and what I want for myself. So I'm going to utilize that information. Just because this person is not showing their face, oh, you know what? I'm not going to use that information because she's not showing her face, even though the shit makes sense. The information makes sense. I'm just not going to take in her information because if it makes sense and it resonates with you, you're smart. You know, I'm going to give you that. You're smart, educated, intellectual. You know what's for you and you know what's not. You know what works and you know what's not. You know the difference between right and wrong. I think that people have a problem with it because some of the things that she says is very controversial. I gotta put a face with who's saying this, and it's like, you really don't though. But I also understand the aspect that I understand the side where it takes a lot of guts to come on here and say some of the things that some of us other controversial YouTubers say with a face versus a person who doesn't. So it's like, I get it, but information is information. If it resonates, it resonates. If it don't, it don't. And that's on period. Because I'm a spiritual person, like I've been in situations where I've met a complete stranger off the street, like a homeless person, and they said something to me and they weren't the most presentable looking, but I felt like God used them to speak to me. So that's why it's like, I really don't care about her being faceless, like honestly. But I also understand the side that if you are going to be counseling women on YouTube, they want to make sure that you're not leading them down a dead end. Honestly, they just want reassurance, which is understandable. And they feel like reassurance would be her showing her face, her showing her, you know, little glimpses of her lifestyle, but she's not obligated. People trying to bully her, which is funny to me. I'm just like, people are really trying to bully her into showing her face. Like, y'all needs to calm that down. You can't sit here and say that some of the stuff that Chrissy talks about isn't good information or isn't information that's beneficial to black women. The only issue that I do have though, and I'm just real enough to come on camera and say it, is sometimes I feel that Chrissy doesn't really like light-skinned women. I think she has an issue with us, and honestly I feel like it comes from past experiences with light-skinned women. She generalizes all of us, and it's like we all don't act like that. But other than that, girl, I don't care. Okay, I don't care. I don't have to agree with everything a person says or does for me to respect them, understand them. The culture of YouTube is like you got to agree with every little thing they say or else I'm going to cancel you. If y'all don't chill the hell out, it is not that deep. But we over here fighting about this whole hypergamy lifestyle and who's right and who's wrong. And it's like, girl, we got bigger problems, okay? We got bigger issues. We got men invading places that were created for women with this whole trans movement. And I will be doing a video on this. I will be talking about this, and I hope y'all ready. I done said this on my Instagram story, and I'm gonna say it again. I don't care what you identify as. I don't care who you fucking and sucking. I don't care. It ain't my business. But what is my business is when you have men who are competing in the Olympics as trans women and are invading our space of equality, calling themselves a woman. And I just think that is not fair. Now, my solution isn't to say you can identify as this and you can't identify as that. That's not my solution. My solution is this: create a trans Olympics. Create spaces for trans where they can do their own thing. Why are they trying to invade our space? I'm also woke to the fact that I don't feel like the pro-black movement really benefits black women, because I feel like we do more of the sacrificing within that movement, but that's my opinion. You know, I'm trying to create this little V-cut thing situation. I went through a rebranding on my platforms, my social media platforms. I had to get rid of that red, y'all, because I was tired of people thinking that it was red bone, and I felt like it was insulting for people to assume that. But hey, people gonna assume what they want. But the red, it just meant bold, beautiful, vibrant, outspoken. It represented my confidence, and I put 2 D's at the end because I was plus size. People would stereotype me like, oh, she red, like she red bone, just because I happen to be a reddish undertone. I got rid of it because I hated the stereotype that came with it, to be honest. And it just, you know, y'all still gonna see me wear my red though, red lipstick, because it represents my confidence and it represents the girl that I grew into. I went from being this girl who was like a sunflower, and I was naive and I was dumb and I was just trying to figure out life, and I'm still trying to figure out life. But now I feel like I switched into this Rose, and she's more poised and she's more delicate and she's more dainty, she's more reserved, and she listens really before she speaks, and she's more understanding. She's less, what do you want to call it, judgmental. She wants to hear people out before she speaks. She just carries herself better. And I feel like that's where I'm at right now. I feel like I went from a sunflower to a rose. I wonder if some of you guys can relate, because I've been on YouTube since I was 19 years old. But now ooh, really? No! Oh my god, don't mess up my actual makeup. This is why I can't be no beauty guru, because I can only come on here and give y'all a slay and pray everything goes well. Oh, I got it on my chest. Honestly, I just made this video because I just feel like, can we all just respect each other's opinions and perspectives? Like, damn, I just feel like we too grown to be arguing about shit where the common goal is for us to be successful, you know? For us to be successful, for us to have a healthy life. That's the common goal, sis. So all this who's right and who's wrong is catty, and it's a waste of time. It's a waste of time. It's a waste of energy. And I know people are gonna be so mad at me for saying that, but it's just like, I'm not afraid to talk about it, and I'm gonna show my face while I do it, because being a woman is hard, and I feel like that's being overlooked when it comes to this whole letting these trends invade our spaces. Like dealing with the hormones, dealing with the menstrual cycles that we have to go through, dealing with the fact that society is always asking us, well, when are you gonna have a baby? When are you gonna have a baby? As if some of us are not dealing with miscarriages and having issues with conceiving behind the scenes. But yes, let's question a woman. When are you gonna have a baby? Shouldn't you be knocked up about now? Have y'all ever thought about what that does to a woman? Being asked that stupid ass question, not really understanding that maybe she's had a few miscarriages or maybe she's had issues with conceiving. And I'm gonna flatten out the top of my wig because I need it to be flat, sis. And see, this is the part of hypergamy that I don't agree with, because I like me a good little highlighter. And people be like, oh, you can't put that much highlighter on because high caliber men are not going to be attracted to you. And I'm just like, sis, I like me a good highlighter. I just feel like people need to just, on YouTube, just focus on what works for you. Fuck everything else. Just like when I made my video about women and black women and swirling. Hey, I don't want to swirl. That's not my ideal thing to do. I want a black man. But we all not going to be able to get a black man. Like, that's just the reality. So I'm not going to tell my sis, my good sis, to not swirl for the sake of pro-blackness if we all are not going to be able to get a black man. So is she just supposed to die alone and be by herself? Let me be happy, but I don't want my sis to be happy because we pro-black. I can't stand it. I feel like, and all the black men was salty under that video, and I'm just like, y'all not getting it. I'm not about to encourage a black woman to waste her entire lifetime on a maybe. And I don't feel like Brad can be a savior. Ain't no man a savior. But any woman with self-love and confidence understands that no man is a savior. Okay? I don't know where that came from. Ain't no man a savior. I don't care if he black, white, Mexican, purple, green, blue. Through self-love, you understand with self-care that you have to take care of yourself. Ain't nobody saving you. I know they try to inflict that message onto us as kids with this whole, you know, princess movie bullshit. But which my child won't be watching until she gets of a certain age to understand that a man is not a savior. But that's a whole nother conversation for another video. And take the information on YouTube with a grain of salt, okay? Stop thinking that when you listen to someone and their counseling, which most likely I would hope comes from their own experiences, take it with a grain of salt, you guys. Like, don't take it on like, oh, this is for me and this has to work for me. Take what resonates. Chole, she don't have a face either, but I feel like out of everybody on the tube, she and how she conveys her whole message regarding the whole hypergamy relationship, she talks about taking care of yourself emotionally. And that's why out of all the women on YouTube, and I'm not trying to like persuade you to take this woman over this woman or put this woman against this woman. I'm just saying based off of my needs and what I want for myself, because I feel like being emotionally stable is so important within my lifestyle and within any relationship or marriage that I tend to be in. I know how important that is. I feel like Chole does the best with explaining how to go about the hypergamy life with that being a factor. She doesn't really tell you to cover up. She kind of tells you how to better. And her way of giving advice about the hypergamy lifestyle, it's not coming from a place of trauma or oppression. Like, she literally gives the advice from a place of taking care of yourself too, and not just doing everything for a man. But the way she explains it, it's like, oh, you can do this, this, and this for yourself and still get the hypergamy life. And that's what I like about her content. I also watch the Pink Pill here on YouTube. I like her content. She shows her face. And I mean, if I went to her Instagram because I'm that type of girl. You know, I gotta see what I'm like, girl, let me go to your Instagram. And she seems like she has a cool life. I don't know, just do what's best for you. But I think all of these ladies have a life that is positive. You know, their lifestyles are positive and they're healthy. And I think that's all that we need to focus on. So I just had to come on here and give y'all the final results. Ooh, sis. Okay, I'm really liking this. Oh, when I had my little hairstylist style this wig, I did not want it to be crimped to where it was crunchy. I don't know if y'all know what I'm talking about, but we don't want crunchy hair, okay? I can't stand that. And I love how, oh, I love it. You ever ordered a wig for me? Then you know it kind of go like this. And then it kind of go like this. Now I'm just gonna flatten out the top as best as I can without messing up the curls. So this is the finishing results, you guys. I love my hair. I think it's so cute. And I like how it's not crunchy. My curls are not crunchy because I was worried about that. So this is all that I have for this video, you guys. Make sure you subscribe to my channel. Hit the notification bell so that you're notified when I upload. And also, you may just have to frantically check on my YouTube channel for a new video because YouTube likes to soft block some of my videos based off the topics that I like to talk about on here. So make sure you're just frequently checking in with me. I try to upload weekly. Sometimes I try to upload Monday through Thursday. So just make sure you're checking in with me. Recently took a small break because I'm rebranding, so my name has changed. I'm just doing a lot of rearranging, organizing with my brand, and I'm really excited for all the new things that are to come. So make sure you stay tapped in. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll catch you in my next video.